God, I hate this music.
I can't even get over how cheap looking this is. This is an official product.
Yeah, well, actually, yeah, let's start there. Just so, like, we could have some, like, tiny level of claiming that this is, like, educational or something.
Nothing about anything is educational.
Yeah, obviously.
Come on, man, this is Xenosaga.
Like, people will learn things, so it's
We'll learn
vaguely...
things that we all wish we could forget.
There it is.
We're going to wish to unlearn.
You watched it, you can't unwatch it. Xenosaga.
That's upsetting. That's deeply upsetting to me.
This will be a
Third edition, what?
Well, here's the deal. Okay, so this was originally part of the game Xenosaga Freaks, which was released in Japan as a precursor to Xenosaga Episode 2.
Like, Namco likes to do these weird fan discs. Tales of games have like 5 of them at this point.
Yes.
Is that like a... Yeah, go on, sorry.
No, go ahead.
Is that like those stupid drama CD things you keep reading about on Wikipedia? Where, like, you're looking up something and, like...
No, it's dumber than that.
Okay, even worse.
There
Great.
is a drama CD for Xenosaga, and I'm not even touching that one.
No. I'm done. I'm out. Forget this.
It goes into
that's what we're reviewing next stream.
No, I refuse.
I'm not even kidding. The drama CD goes into the origins of Richard and Herman and Captain Matthews.
All my favorites.
Nobody
Yeah,
was
they're most
asking
important
for
characters.
that. Nobody.
I liked her.
Which one was Herman, Beat?
Fuck, I can't remember.
Can I just pretend he's Herman Monster?
They're both start of H. Anybody could make that mistake. Shut up.
Anyway, so this was originally released in Japan, and of course, because I'm sure its quality level is so high, as you can see, it didn't make it across the ocean. So with that happening, obviously Xenosaga fans could not let that rest. So they have some... I'll provide a link in like comments or something like that, but there's a fan translation for this, and it's all being done in Beat. What is the name of this?
Renpai.
Renpai, yes. And I guess part of the development is that they can't merge it all into one thing, because originally there were 7 chapters, and each one focused on a different one of the characters. The 6 main party and Alan. And because of course. And so they've translated 5 out of the 7. The 2 that they're missing are Shion and Alan. Which, of course, they're waiting on Alan.
I can understand waiting on Alan, but isn't Shion kind of like, the main character?
That's why you gotta save it for last.
Well, she was for the first half of the first game, but then Junior showed up and she wasn't anymore.
Right.
Okay, yes, fair, true.
Which, amusingly enough, Junior is the most recent one they've translated.
Okay,
but,
so
what we're looking at is we've got Ziggy, Chaos, KOS-MOS, Momo, and Junior stories all available for play. And they're all individual versions. Now, just for the sake of having something up on a screen, I queued up the KOS-MOS one. But if we want to take a vote real quick on who wants to see what...
Let's just do this. I don't want to devote brain to this.
Fair enough. Okay.
Well, I vote we do Ziggy 5 times.
I also...
No! That would involve doing any of these 5 times. That's suicidal.
I also vote Ziggy 6 times.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Please invalidate these votes because I'm disgusted.
Dying at our feet.
Well, we've got 1 abstain and 2 Ziggies, so I think we actually have to go with Ziggy now.
Fair enough.
No.
Technically, you have 11
You won't get to learn the KOS-MOS one is like the only one I know any part of the plot of, and it's like the worst thing I've ever heard.
Okay.
And that's why I queued it up, because obviously.
Yeah, like I'm just saying, if we want to delve into the worst of this, we kind of have to do this.
Steal thy soul and prepare thy heart for hell.
I only vaguely remember this. Naturally, I read summaries of it way back in the day, but I think it involves something like a cat virus or something like that.
Yes!
I guess we'll find out.
Spoilers, SpoonyBard. God, come on.
We're never going to get to it at this rate.
Well, guess what? We're starting now.
Okay, good.
So, yes. So, as I said, this version, is exclusively KOS-MOS, so that's what we're going with.
Right.
Yeah. The series mascot.
There you go. And look, there's Shion. Hooray. All right, so
He's so thrilled to be here.
Yeah,
I'm thrilled to be here.
And
I'm
also,
excited.
I'd like to note that, like, seriously, this looks like MS Paint. Am I wrong here? Or
No, like this art is so incredibly cheap.
No, it's amazingly bad looking. And that's I'm
like
very
I feel
happy
like
about
by
this.
by the time this game came out, they'd released screenshots of Xenosaga Episode 2 that showed it didn't look like this.
And, like, the whole point was that they were promoting Xenosaga Episode 2. This was released, like, 3 months before. Like,
Yeah, like
yeah.
I
And
don't
also,
understand.
and also this dialogue is obviously amazing.
No, it's very good. Also, G Crusher just sent me a message through Discord claiming that I love myself some bad VN, and I just want to say that G Crusher is a liar and a scoundrel.
I'm
You're
glad that we
welcome.
can get that out of the way.
Yeah, there was something going on with Shion's face, but I can't put my finger on it. It was very disturbing.
It feels like it's like her face is trying to, like, parts of her face are trying to escape off the left half of her head.
Like,
Wouldn't you?
I'm just fascinated by the ear. It's like somehow
They're a little, like
mystifying.
protruding.
They are very
Everyone's are
protruding.
doing that.
Okay,
I
like,
think
I'm
they
going
might
to
be.
say,
They're just the same face that's been repainted. This is terrible.
yes,
And also,
Come on now, they got the very
There are-
best deviant artist for this.
there are literally zero differences between Shion and Chaos. Shion is a woman in her 20s, and Chaos is a man in his 11,000s? 11,000s, yes, 11,000s.
yeah, that does it.
I don't know.
Okay, so
I
I
forget
guess-
what
I
the
guess-
timeline of
Chaos
Xenosaga
was
is.
born before the invention of capital letters.
That's exactly the answer.
Yes.
Very upsetting to me. I don't believe in not capital letters. So KOS-MOS is doing just fine in my book right now. Obviously, going to check
Oh,
the
man.
adjustment tab.
You could do that. You can check the adjustments.
Yeah, check the shit out of that adjustment tab.
It's exciting.
What am I doing with my life?
Something
Like-
we were all thinking, we just haven't been willing to say.
Hey, fanboy, are you looking forward to what is it? Oh yeah, don't forget our esports stream.
Eat a dick.
Worth every dollar.
That's still gonna be like, dude. We will be like, one of us will be dead by the time that comes out.
That puts very little faith in my ability to survive the next 40 years.
I feel like I'm missing something here, and I'm okay with that.
I did StarCraft's 2 visual novel.
Oh,
was-
okay. Now I
Which was
remember.
an astonishingly in-depth project. Like I should have just wrested controls away from Caliscrobe at the very beginning and said, "No, fuck you, we're doing it my way," but I didn't, and I will live to regret that decision for the rest of my days. But actually, I'm pretty proud of the Let's Play. I think it turned out pretty well. It only took me 6 months.
How do you pronounce lowercase names?
You whispered it
whisper
very softly.
Chaos.
very softly. Chaos.
Chaos.
Chaos. Not very softly, just like without any sort of impact.
Oh, our dishes
Chaos.
are insufficient for this curry.
Okay, so
Oh, hey,
can we?
sure.
I don't. I've lost.
No,
track
go
of
on.
time.
Go on, Goggle Bob. This is your
Like,
show.
Oh, well, I don't even know. I was going to say something, but I'm now at KOS-MOS broke the dishwasher, and
Yeah, I don't.
that's where we are in the dialogue.
How do you do that exactly?
Watch your output
Okay.
control.
Like if you're a robot and you want to wash the dishes.
You would think it was just like built into her abdomen, like her tummy laser or something.
No,
but
like not even that. Like I'm just going to assume that like, you know, she just has a normal dishwasher with like, you know, a door and like little like prongs on the things that you put the plates in between, right? So I'm just like imagining her just like, you know, in the kitchen, rinsing all the dishes off, and then like it's time to put them all in the dishwasher and does just fine. Then she just slams it so hard that it just sends the dishwasher right through the wall, and everybody's like, "God damn it, KOS-MOS, not again with this shit."
Well, and then now, if you're reading the dialogue here, apparently they're making a joke comparing Virgil's death early in episode 1 to a dishwasher. This is happening.
It's great. Remember when a man died?
Remember when KOS-MOS shot a man with a machine gun and called it acceptable losses? Well, now
I
she
do
broke a
remember that.
dishwasher, and it's like exactly the same thing. We're gonna make a joke about that.
I wonder where
Dishwashers
Virgil
save
felt this
humans'
happen.
lives. I don't see the difference between dishwashers and human lives. Because
She
I'm
owns-
colorblind. I don't see dishwashers.
Actually, if the dishwasher comes back as a testament in this game, I'm going to be pretty impressed.
That would be pretty.
Sold. She owns frickin' angry faces upsetting.
Yeah, no, like there's something very off about it, but I can't put my finger on it. It's weird though, and I don't like it. Chaos's happy face isn't much better.
Yeah, well, his happy face just looks really, really vacant.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Oh, you haven't seen Happy Face yet.
Like, it's even worse. Like, he still looks really, really vacant. It's just a different kind of vacant.
He is empty inside. He is hollow.
It's
Hollow
not far
chaos.
off.
Like every moment of this conversation in the back of his mind, he thinks, "What am I even doing here?"
An excellent question for all.
Like I've lived since like time immortal. I met Jesus that one time. He was total bro, and I just don't know what I'm doing anymore, man. It's so weird.
I'm debating about a dishwasher killing robot.
Okay, we just had a fade out and a fade back. Full warning, I'm not actually
And nothing
reading many of
happened.
the words. But they were in the same room, in the same positions. So I can only assume somebody leaned on the dimmer switch by mistake.
It's way better than what happened, which was nothing.
Oh boy.
So, bad things are happening, finally. Oh, wait.
Finally, bad things are happening.
Adjustment tab. What is the adjustment tab? Like that was never defined.
Well, what's important is that we check it.
It's like, that is important.
That just begs more questions.
No, it's important. You have to check it. Check yourself before you wreck yourself.
Check it. Keep checking it. Never stop checking it. Don't talk to Cheyenne. Do not talk to the humans. Just check the adjustment tab. Talking to the humans is not in the prime directive. That adjustment tab, though, that's like priority 1.
And guess what? It's an endless loop.
Yes.
But thou must.
Hey, so I'm gonna give you like one of the hot knowledge goggle here about Renpai games. If you hold the control key, it'll skip fucking everything.
I want to see where this whole...
We have to know where this is going.
Exactly.
We didn't say we were going to drive through hell. We are taking a long, calculating walk through hell.
This is literally, oh wow! Hey, one of my first posts in Xenosaga was about Dante's Inferno. Damn, nice symmetry.
Hooray!
Yay! We're back where we began.
Exactly like when we check the adjustment tab.
Oh my god! How are there only 2 options of check the adjustment tab and talk to Shion just forever?
Shion has a lot of things she's grumpy about.
KOS-MOS just doesn't have a lot on her plate today. Like, you know, it's not a day when, like, the entire galaxy as we know, you're back
She's
here.
like a galaxy-killing weapon that they're arguing about how much she, like, screwed up the dishwasher. I don't feel like anyone's time is important here at the moment.
I think my time's important here, and I'm very upset at you wasting it so wastefully. Okay, you've already talked like Cheyenne.
Okay, let's try it
You've already
again.
checked the adjustment tab twice. So, like, at what point, like, will the magical combination of talking to Cheyenne and checking the adjustment tab
And now-
result?
Oh god.
Oh god. Okay. Oh my god,
Things
this
are
again!
happening.
Oh, I'm mad at you now! Fuck this!
What's important is that Shion will eventually calm down.
I think Beat just left.
Take care.
I will adjust you.
Okay, wait. Theoretic. No, my god, we're still in the same damn room.
Listen, drawing a second room would take another $7.
You know, I thought finally being to see this in English might actually get me to finally understand what all this is about, but it seems to be just as possible to follow anyway.
Every bit as vapid as you hoped.
Yeah.
At this point, we, like... Oh my god! I'm sorry.
Yeah!
It's like I'm just seeing text. I'm not taking any of it in. Text is just there.
At this
I've been
point,
reading it and I
the
hate
text
it.
means nothing. Like, it just,
Okay, Goggle Bob, I have found it in my heart to forgive you for
Okay.
checking the adjustment tab. I'm back.
Well, me, would you like me to check the adjustment tab?
Oh my god, you son of a bitch! I am so pissed off right
Here,
now.
let's check this adjustment tab.
Fine,
Right
check
there,
the
it
adjustment
begs
tab,
to be
bust.
There...
No, don't search. Just check
Why
the adjustment
is the adjustment tab even available?
Why would you be the kind of quitter that wouldn't check the adjustment tab at every opportunity?
Are there
Did we ever like even find out what the adjustment tab is? Like,
It adjusts. What do you think it does?
It helps
adjusts
the self-stealing stem
We don't know.
symbols. Alright.
Fine.
okay, fine, search, whatever.
Do some robot...
Be like Sherlock Holmes up in this bitch.
God.
This reminds me a great deal of Tante Jinguchi Saburo.
This reminds me a great deal of StarCraft 2 visual novel, actually.
It's like watching paint dry. Like...
Can we just talk about the fact that someone's still walking around with the name Hammer?
That's a kick-ass name.
He's
like,
not a giant
it's just
rat
like-
now.
that's a
like-
really good name.
Like, several Japanese developers were like, yeah, Hammer is a fine human name.
He's supposed
It's
to
like,
be a
Konami
elite
did it
super
too!
hacker.
Look, like, when it comes to Japanese stuff and, like, names that are supposed to sound English, I get the feeling they're just, like, flipping through, not an English dictionary, more like just a list of words that 13-year-olds think are awesome.
Radical.
And
Unless
never
they're
failed.
Hideo Kojima, in which case Kojima knows like 2 English names, and they're John and David.
So, our list of words that kids think are radical, like cloud included?
Good point.
Maybe.
Never mind.
Squall!
Listen,
Squall-
if it sounds like a storm.
Yeah, like, squall sounds like a storm. Cloud is just a cloud.
Clouds are cool.
The best thing that they did with Squall was they had him in Kingdom Hearts, and he doesn't want to be called Squall anymore. He's Leon now.
He's totally cool, man.
I love what you said, Goggle Bob, in your Kingdom Hearts FAQ about why he changed his name. It was because he got suspected of shoplifting at Hot Topic.
And he just couldn't deal with the accusations going on at the store anymore.
That was beautiful, man. That was
All I'm
glorious.
saying is they only had the one Griever pendant, and suddenly it was gone after he left.
Ugh.
Okay, so I just want to cover that absolutely nothing has happened at this point in the story at all.
It's a visual novel. What did you expect?
Well, I'd also like to point out it's a visual novel based on Xenosaga. So, like,
I really don't know what I was expecting.
something that didn't take this long.
It's because he's not
think
pushing
there
the
are
control
I'm
key
sorry,
like an asshole.
Hey,
I'm
just
sorry,
adjustment tab.
Goggle Bob. I don't think you're an asshole. I just think you're acting like one right now.
Well, you know what, Pete?
What?
There's a bit of a delay on your end, and
We're
just
checking
letting
the
you know-
adjustment tab again.
Oh my God!
Just
not
let
this
you know
again.
what's gonna happen.
You do it at every opportunity or you get the worst ending.
You do it to yourself, and that is what makes it hurt.
See, the problem is that it isn't working.
Well, you have to keep checking it then.
Yeah. Maybe Cheyenne knows how to check the adjustment tab. Maybe this time when you talk to Cheyenne, you'll ask her, "Hey, how do I fix the adjustment tab?"
It is impossible to continue working, apparently.
So, like, did we just literally hard lock the game?
Well, they seem to be saying new things. It's just a matter of check the adjustment tab and talk to Shion are the only things KOS-MOS knows how to do.
Well, yeah, like, you know,
That's
she's
it.
a robot. You know. Well, technically, she's also Mary Magdalene, which was kind of phoned in.
The
I
poor
thought.
thing just has a bad go-to 10 line.
Yeah, you know, it's just she's just stuck in a loop.
You have to consider who programmed her here.
Okay, she was programmed by Kevin, who was like, "I'm gonna make a sexy robot to murder everybody, then make it more sexy."
And to avenge his mother.
Okay, like,
And to check adjustment tabs.
like, here's the thing though, like if I was like, "Grr, I'm going to avenge the death of my family," I wouldn't start with, I wonder if she'd look better in garters or like thigh highs. This is important.
He heard the phrase "Oh my stars and garters" and realized he was in space and had a broad, sweeping realization.
Oh God.
The idea
I
of
actually
Kevin
would,
as Beast
based
really
on
works.
what I read in the Let's Play, I wouldn't put that past him.
So, oh my god. So basically, the concept here is that KOS-MOS has discovered something is happening, and in response to that, she's going to go to sleep.
That's what I do when I realize something's gone wrong.
I mean, yeah, that's what I do. I mean...
Oh no, she's not just going to go to sleep. She's going to check the adjustment tab first and then go to sleep.
God damn it.
It's important. We don't know anything else about it. We have to check the tab.
I think the last time I was this pissed off at a visual novel is when I streamed Sakura Santa. That was...
Good god.
Are you excited for when the slime starts coating everyone?
No, I actually reread that, like, to refresh my memory recently, and I was amazed that I got away with just, like, leaving the stream running to just walk right out of the room. Came back with my wife and asked her if we were still married upon seeing what was on screen. We are still married. It's
somehow.
It's awesome. Somehow. Cannot be explained.
I'm sorry, I just want to point out that once again, KOS-MOS is just in an infinite loop here of explaining where everyone is.
Yeah, you know.
Unknown. Okay, she literally just said, and I quote, unknown is unclear. Are unclear, but, you know, is, are, whatever. She just said those words. And it's like, holy shit, you're a fucking genius. Good job.
Hey, she's a super advanced robot. When something is unknown, she specifies that it's unknown.
Known unknown, as they say.
Oh boy. Well, that is my
Please,
third year.
please, someone bring a second background in, please.
This is the only room shot. This is the only room KOS-MOS knows. This is the room where her charging port is. I just envision like...
I'm sorry, Beat, her space coffin.
No, her charging port. She literally just has like a little phone charger, you know. Little micro
USB-C, it's top of the line.
It's really bad for her at airport. 5 people around the one power socket, and she's like, come on, if I don't plug in, I will literally die. And all like the people around her are like, yeah, I know, right? I hate it when my cell phone dies. And she's like, no, literally.
I will be dead. I was at a train station recently and just like marauded around the one open outlet.
Is check the adjustment tab just like the option every single time?
Yeah, it's always there.
I remember
That's why you can't leave this room.
I remember there was this one website I went to, like, oh, this was like 1998. I was a youngin'. I was a tiny babby at the time. But like they had a poll every other day, like, you know, just on their front page, you know, just because it was 1998 and that's what you did on websites back then.
Yeah.
And every single time, one of the options on the poll would be just the words "a fat boys."
Naturally,
just a fat
of course.
Boys. And like every single time, that one would like get the majority of the votes. So it would be, you know. So I guess check adjustment tab is KOS-MOS's "a fat boys." What even
every
was
time.
that website? I don't even remember. I think it might have been somehow tangentially related to Sonic.
Oh no!
Oh fuck! It's Junior.
Yeah, one thing that really bothers me is the fact that if someone else is speaking, it's still KOS-MOS' portrait on the message box.
Yeah, no, that's kind of. I think that's just your face, and like everybody else's face gets to be their faces. And like, I can see why they would do that. Like if you wanted to show what their face was
If you were
emoting.
ever going to switch characters, that would make sense, but you aren't.
No, like what I'm saying is like that could be like, you know, the indicator of your mood right now, right? That could be like, you know, a useful UI trick. But KOS-MOS is a robot whose emotions bottom out at I am a robot and beep boop, shoot everything.
Beep bop boop.
Oh, there's no check the adjustment tab on this one.
I was concerned about that.
All your
I know, I was worried, right?
Also,
I'll come back in the third
like
act.
Junior is also the same face as everyone else, and
It's an anime, fanboy. Like, you just learn to accept certain things.
no, it just looks like they're drawing on a doll.
The ears bother me.
They're pretty bad. They're huge. Hello in chat, a turtle does bite. This is
Oh, hey,
a
Turtle.
horror
Oh, yeah, hey.
Xenosaga visual novel.
What's up, Turtle?
No, seriously, what is this?
We've been asking that for a while.
I didn't want to
We
think
have
about
all
it.
been asking that for a while. Goggles, dude, I'm just saying. The control key is right there.
I'm fascinated by this.
Wanting to cheat.
We've got, like, the super advanced, mega crazy android KOS-MOS. And this entire story is just people showing up in her room. And I'm wondering what the hell she's just going to go somewhere. Like, all they're doing is discussing Alan. Like, who thought this was a good idea?
Let's discuss Alan.
I personally
Everybody
think
loves
Alan's probably my favorite character in the whole series, actually. Oh, God.
He's not a psychopath.
Yeah, kinda. Like, when presented with the option of destroy universe or not destroy universe, he typically picks not destroy universe.
Well,
Which,
The universe is okay, I guess.
The universe is pretty alright by me.
Alan's the
It's
kind
a grand
of
return of adjustment tab.
Think about being Alan and understanding your place in the universe and still accepting it. That's heroism.
Now, the thing about Alan is he actually saved the universe,
He
and it
did.
didn't fucking matter.
Well, it mattered. He got to hold hands with Shion. I mean, that's all he ever wanted.
Alan, oh god, I just realized this. Alan is basically Krillin of Dragon Ball Z, only Krillin is millions upon millions of times cooler than Alan. I fucking love Krillin, he's my favorite character.
Guess what happens?
Alan is like everybody else's conception of Krillin as the guy that gets owned all the time. And not the awesome dude who fought his way, like, to superpowered. Oh, fuck, it's Alan. God, what is wrong with his face?
Here.
Oh, God. No, I can't. I
It's the same thing that's wrong with everyone's face.
Yeah, but, like, somehow it feels worse on him because of his inherent Allenness.
I'm just surprised at the breadth of his shoulders.
I was about to say, like, I'm trying to figure out what's wrong with him, and, like, I think his portrait should be, like, slouching, or... Oh, here we go. It gets better, don't worry.
Finally.
Alan turns into Alan there in a moment, don't worry.
Okay, because, like, for a moment,
Okay,
I'm
there
looking
it
at,
is.
like, this barrel-chested young gentleman, and I'm like...
Yeah, it's like, hello, Alan is here to escort
keep mentioning Alan, but where is he?
you. Oh my god.
Oh, okay, yeah, no, that's the Alan we all know and love. Hi, Alan.
Hi, Alan.
Hi.
Panic sweat.
Good to see
What's
you again.
happening?
God.
Dear God.
It's like, it's, oh god, I remember, like, when I think you were in episode 1 when I realized that, like, it was the point where I'm like, wow, the entire universe exists explicitly to shit on Alan. It just seems a bit...
Like, if there could be a giant floating butt over him at all times, just farting away, that would be par for the course. And, like, he's the only one who can see the butt, because, of course, nobody understands.
Nobody gets it but him.
A dark
He is
timeline.
cursed with full awareness of his situation. His lot in life.
Kind
Oh,
of.
also, I guess, like, I need somebody to explain the plot to me so far, because I have not read a single text box.
There's no plot to explain.
Yeah,
Illiteracy.
KOS-MOS has identified that there are people on the ship, and then Alan has now done something to KOS-MOS, or is doing something to KOS-MOS.
I think you might want to rephrase that 6 or 7 more times.
No, don't worry. It's
The
100%
ambiguity is
accurate.
attention.
Just vague enough to make me uncomfortable.
Remember, Alan is basically KOS-MOS' stepdad. Like, that doesn't make anything.
You're
awkward
not my
either.
real
It makes
dad.
perfect sense. He is KOS-MOS' stepdad. He's like the project manager after Kevin died, but not really.
Right.
Oh, come on now. He is at best a weird uncle.
Kevin is like your dirtbag dad that you don't want to talk about.
Okay,
Like,
but yes, but when your dad dies because he was a genocidal, no, not genocidal, omnicidal? Yes, omnicidal maniac.
What does it mean when
You know,
you
your
destroy
weird
the...
uncle has to step in and, like, you know, help out with the family. That's what you do.
Yeah, Alan is
Alan may
totally,
be
like,
Winnie,
good
but
to
he
you
isn't the real
guys.
dad.
And anyway, does anyone have a question on between think and begin attack? Because I wasn't
Begin
paying
attack!
attention.
Obviously, begin attack.
Yeah, go ahead and kill Alan.
Ain't
Oh,
really
poor
about
Al.
thinking. I'm more about doing.
It's important to take part in our like natural part of the puzzle of keeping Alan in his place in the universe.
Like, that's not even a question.
Transfection.
You know, the thing that always fascinates me about these visual novels is when they're fully voice acted and just... I'm sorry. I'm making upcoming Crazy Alan my desktop wallpaper now.
Oh man, get excited.
I approve of Crazy Alan. I haven't seen Crazy Alan yet, but I already know I'm okay with him.
He's just making noises,
Yeah.
and there he is.
Cat noises time.
Yeah.
That's Japanese
Hey.
onomatopoeia for cat noise.
Cat. Oh.
Oh,
God.
yes, that's what's happening.
I just realized, like, all of a sudden, the gravity and magnitude of exactly where this is headed hit me. And
Welcome
like,
to Cat.
I need to go lie down. I'm sorry, I can't. I just can't.
Oh, Beat, it's
Yes.
going to get a lot worse.
Beat's actually just allergic.
I am allergic, actually.
Oh my god. Oh god. This is
Oh, we can't
Yeah.
just,
escape.
this is happening.
Yeah. Ellen, desist this idiotic joke. It is not even cute.
And then you
Oh,
turn into a cat.
Welcome to Cat. I remember this scene from Chrono Cross.
oh yeah.
What? No, I need a moment to process this.
The question is whether or not Cosmo is seeing a separate cat or just Alan is turned into a cat by her perception.
Uh,
I prefer the latter. It's funnier.
capture the cat. Just put it in the fucking cat wash. I can't.
No, don't. What?
This is canon, right? This is
How
canon.
do you think that cats are cleaned? What?
Okay, like true confessions from the darkest pit of my soul. I love linking the cat wash video, which is basically just a washing machine, but for your cat. Oh, okay, no, Alan's still alive. He and the cat have been
Okay.
photographed.
They are
in
separate
place.
characters.
No, but I absolutely love that, and just letting all the death threats. How could you do this to a cat? Roll in. It feels good to me. What the fuck? Did Alan forget
Capture
how
the
it
cat
works?
has failed.
Is everyone getting the audio from the game itself? Because
No, we all.
No, we have to mute it, or else we're just going to hear ourselves from 30 seconds ago.
understandable, because you're missing out on. I apologize for this. Alan's voice actor actually making those noises that are vaguely
no.
cat-like.
Yeah.
I have the stream muted so I don't hear myself. So I'm going to do my
Understandable.
very best to reproduce them.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh, have
I'm
fun.
close to done.
Pretty much there.
All right, excellent. I'll be right back.
Alan's escape has been confirmed. Look for Cat instead.
Let me see. Turtle in the thread is saying that he can not hear it as well. I'm going to turn it up just a little bit on that end. Let's see what. Oh, I'm sorry. Did we have a vote on where to go?
Always look for Cat.
Clearly look for the cat.
生体反応猫を確認 98.9986% の確
I mean,
率
your
で
choices are between Alan and cat, so you know.
同一個体だと考えられます
One second. Playing with volume things here. I mean, we're really not missing anything without the audio. And cat makes
猫の体
noises.
質を確認
There we go.
レーダーによるトレースは不可能目視による追尾を開始
Did everyone else shut up? Hello?
Or just captivated, that's
Okay,
all.
very good.
I'd like to point out that KOS-MOS still thought there was about a 2% chance that a completely different random cat was running around.
ジュニア
Oh god, things are happening. They actually... Guys, I don't know if you're ready for this, but KOS-MOS was capable of leaving the room.
I hoped it was. What the?
I remember
目
this
標
now.
の捕獲
Oh
に
man, we
失
can
敗
see your cat ears now.
目標は
Oh, yeah, there they are.
白方面に逃走
KOS-MOS is naturally a black cat.
That makes sense.
床と
Or
躯
not,
体
I
の
don't
隙間
know.
にジュニアを確
Something
認
about bad luck. I would expect with her coloring that it would go the other direction, but...
But apparently not.
Well, it's like how Rosalina is a black cat in Mario 3D World.
Oh yeah, what was up with that?
I know they're both from space, and space is black. That's all I got.
Too black, too strong.
coffee cat. So we got a
Oh
choice
man,
here.
you've got two. One of your options is just think.
Think.
Try to think, see what it does.
Is it possibly for me to analyze this language?
Too many options now. We spent so much time with no options, and now this.
And that tab is completely gone. I don't even know what to do with myself.
How am I supposed to adjust it now?
Like a safety blanket.
What are we even doing? Yeah. So, knowing the crowd here, do we want to check on Ziggy?
Sure.
I do, but I want to wait for Beat to come back.
Okay, fine. So, anybody seen any good movies?
I saw Rogue One recently. That's about it.
Okay, I come back and like you've got 50 options instead of the usual 2, and check the adjustment tab isn't any of them.
Yes,
Very
Yeah, we
unusual.
just had that discussion actually.
Very unusual. Also, I've switched to hard liquor, so you're all welcome.
Awesome. That's gonna keep
yeah.
things going. So, anybody?
gonna go to
KOS-MOS
Ziggy's
is... Oh wait, the background's different too even.
We are not
Ziggy-
going to KOS-MOS' control room because we just got out of that room and it's the only room that we had ever seen.
Let's go to... Let's think. Let us think. Let us
We already
delve-
thought.
We already thought? God, okay. Let's go to Ziggy's control room then. Let's zig it up.
Okay.
I figure Ziggy and KOS-MOS would have like a lot in common because Ziggy's a dead guy and KOS-MOS is like a robot replica of a dead lady. I don't know, I think they'd get along.
And immediately he doesn't look happy to be here.
I think we just walked in on something
wouldn't
we
be either.
absolutely should not have.
I think he's just pissed off.
What on earth?
I don't know,
Why have
Ziggy's
you brought this
appreciate-
visual novel to me?
Ziggy is like by far the coolest character in the series, so it makes sense that he would be pissed off about even being stuck in this thing in the first place.
I'm sorry. Also, you're missing once again with not having the audio is Ziggy attempting to make cat noises, which
Oh,
Oh.
God.
Oh.
is something that has happened.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
It's more like a nah. For the
Oh, like really just like, you know,
nah.
really phoning it in.
Nah.
Ziggy doesn't care about this body.
I can
So-
just imagine like the voice
Oh
actor.
yeah, you check the adjustment tab.
Check the shit out of that tab. That's a very important tab.
The only thing I care about in this entire plot.
Extremely important tab. Wait, can you guys hear me? I might have just screwed up my mic.
I can
Now we
hear
can
you.
hear you.
Okay, good. Okay. Disaster averted.
Adjust it. Adjust it.
No,
The chair circuit.
Oh,
I like
the
this-
functionality
this
of
crazy
Ziggy's language
music
is
playing.
also failing. So this is all canon, right? Like nobody in Xenosaga, nobody in episode 2 even mentioned this thing occurring because
I
we're all
lifelong
too embarrassed.
I want to point out that in episode 1, KOS-MOS cannot speak to cats, and as of episode 2, she can. So this is absolutely canon.
God damn. That just raises more questions.
200% canon.
Those all takes place in like the hour between episode 1 and 2.
So why didn't they? So why wasn't this included in the DS Xenosaga 1 and 2?
Probably because
Look.
there is a god.
No. It's because like you don't include every time you go to breakfast when you make a movie, right? Like you don't include every breakfast you make, right? You don't include like the hour
You
then
remember all the
traffic,
breads
right?
you've eaten in your life?
Right, exactly. You don't include like the minor stuff. So getting everybody turned into cats is just so commonplace for the Brews. That's their name, the Brews. That's my fault.
Yes, it
For
is.
bruising.
So like having everybody get turned into cats is just so commonplace for the Brews. It's just like, oh, it must be Wednesday. It's not that big a deal.
This keeps happening in things Masato Kato had a lot to do with.
Oh, yeah. Huh.
Who's Masato Kato? Should I know that person?
He was the writer of Chrono Cross and Xenogears and Xenosaga.
I reject all of this.
Oh, yeah, so Eternal on the stream has officially asked when this happens in the story. For the record, I believe... Remember when the entire like city gets burned down on the Kukai Foundation? I think this
I remember
happens
that
like
scene.
right before that.
So this is happening right before basically a extinction level event.
Basically, yes. Yeah, well, this is like right after Shion is forced to watch her parents die again.
Wacky.
Well then, all right then.
I'm gonna think some more.
There were other things on the Xenosaga Freaks disc, but I don't actually remember what they are.
Oh, I remember.
Oh man.
There was like a word puzzle Scrabble thing, which
Awesome.
obviously doesn't translate in any conceivable way.
I
And-
hope every word was balls.
You would.
Voodoo.
I would.
Come on.
Oh shit, Junior's speaking cat now too. Wonderful.
It turns out no one's speaking cat. KOS-MOS is just insane.
Spoilers!
Makes much more sense. Like, which is more reasonable? Everybody suddenly decides to start speaking in cat, or your robot broke. Your robot broke.
I'm almost convinced this was actually an episode of Star Trek: The Next Generation.
It might have been a Voyager ep.
What was that
Everything was on
episode
Voyager.
where like he evolved too fast and became a slug?
That was Threshold, but
He became a
but
lizard.
TNG
thank
also
you.
has the episode where everyone de-evolves into different things.
No,
That's
wait.
Cowboy Bebop.
Deep Space Nine had that episode where there's like a virus and now nobody can communicate. Did that happen?
Oh yeah.
That happened. Okay.
But
So-
no, I just want to talk about like the fact that like everyone else was devolving into something cool, and Riker just devolved into being hairier.
Oh yeah. Well, didn't Barclay turn into like a spider?
Turned
No.
into a giant like spider thing.
Yeah, there you go. That's how evolution works.
That is how evolution works, actually.
Like Worf turned into a mythical beast.
I've talked to Take That Darwin several times in my life. That is exactly how evolution works.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense.
Wait
a minute.
Calculate.
Okay, calculate has a horrible thing happening.
Oh no.
Beat, you were talking about perhaps cat dismemberment because that's what's going to happen
No!
in this story apparently.
Wait.
No!
Did she just pull all the cat's legs off? Also, your screen's flickering super bad. I don't know what's going on. Oh, it stopped.
Okay.
So
Fine for me.
hopefully it's fine. Okay, yeah, it must be just me. My bad.
Okay. So yes, KOS-MOS is apparently going to shoot a cat's legs off.
Well, that's wonderful.
And she's equipping, I think, the machine gun to do that.
That makes sense. You know, you want to get it done properly. You want it done fast. Kill that cat.
Beat you being the worst.
I was always the worst.
Took a bit of a turn.
I'm sorry, I'm not okay with this anymore.
Beginning attack. Well, she is like a murder robot. She is a literal killing machine.
Yeah, I guess she doesn't have many ways to interact with cats that don't involve machine guns.
Look, when you have machine guns for hands, you machine gun.
It's like a
Well,
hammer
you have
problem.
the
That's
hammer.
what happens.
It's like I was born with two hands, and both of them like can
What?
do hand stuff. But then one day I realized I could clench them into fists, and all of a sudden, a whole new world of doing nothing but fist stuff opened up to me, and I just punched my way through life from that point forward. Also, I guess Alan's about to die. That's pretty cool.
It turns out the cat that KOS-MOS was about to dismember was actually Alan. So
Oh, so she was broken. Okay, that makes sense.
Broken this entire time.
Oh, so she has cat ears now because the author's fetishes. I guess.
yes.
Doesn't get much simpler than that. The author's fetishes.
Well, that's clearly how Kevin designed KOS-MOS. Whenever she breaks, she sprouts cat ears. Makes
It's a
perfect
really
sense.
easy way to tell she's broken.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think Kevin really screwed up there. I would have gone with the bunny ears personally. That's just me.
If memory serves,
Yeah, but then you
I
get
think there's
sued.
a
Like you get
secret
sued
answer.
real hard. Playboy protects that.
Really? I had no idea.
Yeah.
Huh. Go figure.
Okay, this is very confusing. I guess
The lessened proliferation of bunny girls in Japanese media is partially because of that.
I just sort of assumed that like bunny girls was like public domain. I had no idea. Now all I can think about is
We discussed this.
now all I
Please go,
can think about is how many times I've set my hitbox, like the game that I'm streaming, to just do you like horny bunnies too?
You wouldn't settle for the original. You had to get the sequel.
Well, I need the sequel so I can make the exact same joke I make every time, which is really we all knew if we liked horny bunnies or not by the end of 1.
And that's why there's no 3, because you were just like, oh, you just keep negating the premise.
Look, it's a yes or no. It's a binary situation, okay? Lots of life have lots of gray area, but if
I don't know, you can like them in degrees. Like, oh, I don't need them all the time, but they're nice sometimes.
Okay, like yes, but like considering them nice sometimes still means you like them. It's a binary. This is much
I feel like
better.
you're stripping out all the subtlety and nuance of the question.
I don't think we need any nuance.
But now, Beat, do you like Cat Robot?
No. Maybe. Depends.
See?
Depends. What about this cat robot?
No. Well, actually, apparently she's gonna murder the entire crew now, so... Kinda? I mean...
Oh, the next
god.
Terminator spec script?
This is the secret way that Xenosaga was always supposed to end. Like, the original director's idea was that KOS-MOS turns into a cat and kills everybody. Also,
That
Turtle
seems
just claimed
bizarre.
that Cat-MOS is now my waifu, which he's not invited anymore.
He actually, I think his most recent post in the thread was, which one's your waifu?
And if you can believe it, I'm actually going to answer that during the fact.
Oh, man. I'm excited.
Man.
I thought of an answer that will make everyone feel bad.
Alright, well then, I'm
Every
posting right
single
now.
person.
Okay, well then, I'm not looking at the stream right now, I apologize for this. But...
It's okay, it's just Ziggy's meowing and Junior's meowing. It's really nothing.
Meowing is happening ambiently.
That's riveting.
Hey, I'm sorry, Beat. The adjustment tab is making a resurface.
Oh,
Yes.
boy.
Adjust cat.
Okay, which one do you jeopardize?
Oh, no.
Your marriage with by marriage typos with by nailing on the side.
This is the worst.
Submit reply. There. How about I like
You
that,
just
Goggle Bob.
successfully proved why you belong in the hell that we've created.
This is why
all-
I'm not fast forwarding, Beat.
We all knew exactly where this was going. Like, none of us had any delusions except possibly Goggle Bob because he is a gentle soul and SpoonyBardOL. Okay, fine. 2 of us had no delusions.
That's not
Half of us-
I knew what I was getting into.
Oh, so here's your audio update. Junior apparently sounds adorable meowing, and that concerns me.
It's terrible.
I'm unmuted just to hear Junior meow.
Like, this is such a thin premise to spread across, like, a 2-hour adventure.
I don't know why this is still going. Like, where is this?
The robot is obviously broken and thinks everyone's speaking cat. No one seems too concerned.
It's just okay. We're gonna. I hate it, but I'm gonna go back.
Okay. No, don't go back. Never go back.
That might kill
No,
this. It
go-
might end it. It might drive a stake through its black heart.
Going back to the control room, which is where we spent the first 20 minutes of this thing.
You son of a bitch! Why would you do this to me?
Because the adjustment
thought we were
tab is
friends!
there. The adjustment tab, Beat.
Oh well, I do like the adjustment tab. Okay, fine.
Adjust
You're forgiven.
thyself.
This time. Adjust thyself before they crap. Nothing rhymes with that.
Yeah, the adjustment tab is secretly the best characters in Xenosaga.
Adjust thyself before thee rust thyself.
Oh fuck, that works! Good job, fanboy. Internet high fives to you.
My God.
Okay.
We went back to the stupid room, and apparently there is like nothing to do here.
Nothing.
Alright, you
Nothing
did
to do
it.
in the room. There is never anything to do in the room.
Okay, so I guess like the one place we haven't been is the residential area. That's where all those people died in episode 3. I don't know if
Yeah, but like
But
this
I'm
is
not
dead
sure I
yet.
can go
But
there yet.
not dead
You
yet.
could stop this. You could change the future.
Oh,
Yeah, exactly.
That's how this works.
Yeah, that's exactly how that works.
Learning how to speak cat is just very difficult for
目
robots.
標へ警告。そのハッチを使用すれば船外に出ることになります。
Ay.
あなたが
So like Goggle Bob, when you just said when you first had the inkling of an idea, I will do this visual novel stream, and I will get that one guy who hates visual novels on it, and his friends that like tries to keep him barely under control on it as well. Did you honestly believe this would like end well, or what was your what was your end point there?
Well, my thinking was that after doing 3 Xenosaga episodes as an LP and doing screenshots, I would do absolutely anything to somehow incorporate this game, but not have to screenshot this incredibly boring system. So, with that
makes
in
sense.
mind, I thought, how am I going to get out of having to screenshot this thing and still say that I covered it in some fashion? And all I could think was, shitty anime, visual novel, beat, put it all together.
God, I don't hate that that's who I've become because I enjoy mocking things and I enjoy being drunk while on voice. But at the same time, I kind of hate it. I don't know. It's a gray area.
Okay, so while we've been talking about that, apparently KOS is an immortal being with the ability to speak cat.
You learn a lot of things when you've got too much time.
That makes sense.
Like, he's been around for thousands of years, and in that time he thought, why can't I talk to cats? And got into that. Maybe that's how he spent like the 20th century.
You just watch cat videos all day.
Yeah, just when YouTube appeared, oh boy, KOS was all over that. I can just see KOS like sitting in front of like a CRT monitor, just like refreshing a YouTube video like again and again and again, or I guess replaying it, not refreshing, and like just like going, so that like specific tone of meow means this. Okay, I got this. I can do this. Yeah. That makes sense to me. I accept this. This is canon now.
Oh my god. Okay, so again, I apologize for lag, but here we are. Now it's catching up. The Durandal has like 17 choices, and I don't even know what to do anymore.
Click all of them, then click through them all very quickly without any regard for your
By the
audience.
time this is done, we're gonna be in 2018.
Oh.
But it's not necessarily a bad thing. I mean, that's probably the best time to impeach Trump. Because fuck that guy. Yeah, I said it. I don't give a fuck.
Don't worry, I don't think you'll find many who disagree here.
Shit. Things just got political. Kalir regrets that he cannot be a part of this. But then posted a video of him playing 20XX. That's pretty cool. I like 20XX.
That's
Good game.
fun and happening.
That's a way better game than this. 300 times more exciting.
A way better game than this one. I don't think it's a great game.
It's a game at all, so that's gonna step up on this.
Okay, yes, it is not. Okay, here's like the thing about visual novels for me, and I'm going to be very offensive to anybody who likes these bullshit anime conversation simulators. But then I already did that by calling them bullshit anime conversation simulators, so whatever. The entire medium seems like, designed for cool instances of art, like using the medium for doing shit that would be interesting, right? But they never do that. They just like fucking put like cardboard cutouts in 6 poses with 3 facial expressions. Sometimes they don't even have like six poses. Sometimes it's just one pose and like facial expressions. They literally just swap out the eyes and mouth. That's
He
all
just
they
sort of
do.
sounds like he's about to break down crying.
I do apologize. But like, it's just so fucking lazy.
This is probably made for a budget of if you don't do this for free after work, you're fired. So.
Can I just ask one actually relevant question of Spoony? Spoony, do you recall the Mary and Shelley showing here? Are they the Xenosaga 2 models or Xenosaga 1? Because I think they're the 2.
I think they're the 2 as well,
Yeah,
but honestly it's kind of hard
They're
to tell.
the only ones modeled after the Xenosaga 2 appearance.
Exactly,
For some reason.
which is bizarre.
They were the early birds that went through that molted quickly, and everyone else just kind of was sitting around.
Mary and Shelley always struck me as weird.
A Frankenstein
more than anything
reference.
else. Well, obviously, I didn't realize that for embarrassingly long, and I was super embarrassed when I realized it.
I thought it was the first thing I mentioned in the Let's Play.
Okay, like, you need to understand, my reading comprehension, not great.
Fair enough. So,
Oh,
KOS-MOS...
her shirt is backless, too, so, like, it's...
Oh yeah, that's a
How does it all fit
revelation.
together now? Like, I'm looking at Mary, or Shelley, whichever one she is, they're kind of interchangeable, and just wondering, like, how her articles of clothing all just sort of fit together. This is important.
So, if anyone's actually keeping up with the plot, apparently KOS-MOS has literally destroyed everything in an effort to catch this cat. Like,
Well,
we're
that's
just
what
looking at rubble here.
Yeah, have you ever tried to catch a cat?
Yeah, no, like,
Oh.
that shit's difficult, man.
You know, funny story, my grandfather had a scar until the day he died from trying to bathe just one cat.
Wow.
So, that happened.
Damn.
It forced
That
him
was
backwards onto the sink and then cracked his head. It was, fun.
Wow.
Dark.
That's a hardcore cat.
And this is a guy who literally was in the Navy in World War II and had a scar from a cat. So, hey, good job.
Good job, cat.
Apparently we can't go anywhere.
Cat was the meanest cuss he ever fought.
Oh, and I think the cat's name was Princess, if memory recalls.
That just makes it better. That just
Cannot
makes
defeat a
it better.
princess.
Good cat, princess. Excellent work. The railway has been destroyed. It's impossible to recover to get it. Blah, 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 blah. Who cares? Talk to Mary. Oh, that one's Mary. Okay, now I know which one's Mary.
How do you not know that?
I just don't, okay? Like, they're Mary and Shelley. Whatever, who
Mary's
cares?
the one with the terrible accent, and Shelley is at least tolerable.
I never even heard their accents.
Oh, fair
Dude,
enough.
I read your screenshot. Let's
but
play.
every time Mary says something, it's like AH. It's like Rogue from X-Men. Constantly.
But that doesn't register to me. Replace all your G's with an apostrophe. That's how you indicate the accent.
Gah.
Where'd she even get that accent anyway? I mean, no one else has it.
She's
There's
from
no space Texas.
Well, and she's actually supposed to be from literally the same place as Shion and Shelley, for that matter. Nothing
Fine.
makes sense.
Everything's fine.
Everything's fine. It's fine.
Chaos can still speak cat.
He didn't stop at some point.
Yeah, no, keep talking to Chaos. Chaos seems like he would be on top of this.
Actually, Chaos is just pulling that same shit he always does.
As
KOS-MOS,
you do.
I think what you do is important, so just follow your feelings or whatever.
Okay.
Trust your feelings,
that is-
got to live and love.
Oh my god, no!
Oh, that's amazing. No, but like, okay, that's a really bad advice to give a lot of people. Like, sometimes it's good advice.
Especially homicidal robots.
Yeah, but like,
Who
but
think
like
everyone is a cat?
But like when you're talking to a robot who has no feelings, and there's always the chance that the robot with no feelings will feel really bad about that. You don't ever want a robot to be upset about the fact they aren't able to feel upset, because that's always just that's a bad way to go.
Okay, this is still happening.
It never ends. It never ends.
Oh
We will
god.
crawl. We will beast mode our way through this desert, this horrible desert of reality,
Cats are kind of beasts.
sobbing and like wailing and gnashing our teeth, shaking and drooling, to put it in the immortal words of Chuck Tingle. And when we finally reach the end, we will find that there are 5 more of these things.
We are only doing one.
I don't think we could survive 5. Like,
We
each
will
of these is going to kill someone.
We will stand stalwart and beast mode our way through all 5 of them and then stand with two middle fingers raised towards the heavens and shout, "Fuck you, Xenosaga freaks! You ain't shit!"
Is this Beats next Let's Play? Is the rest of these?
It's a Pyrrhic
It
victory.
should be. Oh my god.
Never
So-
ends.
So for those of you just joining us, KOS-MOS is going to kill
there it
Ziggy
is.
because of an imaginary cat. And, just to quote, KOS-MOS sits astride Ziggy and begins clawing at him.
That is.
Oh, of course.
And
I'm
loses
just
the
staring
fan
at this
fiction.
art, and I'm like, huh.
The last thing you see before you die.
I'm.
If like I was on my deathbed, like lying in the hospital, like surrounded by friends and loved ones, just like, you know, as the light slowly dims, as the glorious exhumation of daylight passes, I would be like, and I saw that, I would be like, ah, fuck, I did something wrong, didn't I? That would be the
Ziggy's dead.
last
I
thought.
must have done something to deserve this.
I must have done something truly terrible.
God.
Okay, I'm catching up on the chat now. Rebel Fire says, "Hi, Beat. You can't stop, can you?" Well, fuck you, man. This is Goggle Bob, not me. I just got this. It's not my fault. Technically, it's
So-
my fault because I helped him set it up, but you know, it's not my fault. You know what I mean?
It would have happened whether you helped it along or not.
I'm sorry, can we just stop for a moment? And apparently KOS-MOS killed Ziggy, or at least knocked him unconscious, and broke
As a
his
cat.
chair.
Yeah, no. Like, what did she do to his chair? That's really
Like,
Scratched
that's
it up,
not the sort of
apparently.
damage I would have expected from a robot clawing at you, even though she doesn't really have claws.
I think she
Listen,
weighs
if you
like...
don't care about the health of your fingers, anything can be a claw.
I suppose, but like, oh, no, I guess her bones are made of metal, which is, you know, an affront to man and God.
Presuming
because-
she even has bones, like she might just be giant, like just solid hunks of metal.
could be true, but I think that would hurt the Dojin riders more than it would help them, so I'm assuming she has bones.
Wait, actually, she's see-through for most of episode 2, so... no bones.
Huh. Well, now I don't know what to think.
That's what I don't think that Dojin riders care that hard.
In
One of my
Dojin,
favorite-
just anything can happen.
One of my favorite, like, lines ever, in anything ever, would be Mark Shallow's Adventures, which was a super old webcomic. Art's raw as hell, but, like,
My
it was
God.
basically the first comic that basically said, hey, let's just take every RPG trope and just put them on a pike for the world to see. Oh, hey, it's Captain Boozer. I don't remember his full name. I know he drinks.
And his hat,
So-
you can't see. This is like the worst art ever.
Oh, yeah, like, he doesn't have, warning, I drink a lot on his hat. That's very upsetting to me because, you know, I considered him a kindred spirit until now, but now I don't.
Caution,
Where was
I am
I?
a boozer.
Where was I? All right,
Oh,
yes.
Adventures.
Adventure. Yes. He one of like the final bosses, like in the final boss rush, because like he literally pulled out all the stops. It was a very impressive thing. He actually numbered every comic like past a certain point, just 999, because he considered that to be like the limit that his comic could not overtake until you did a limit break, which would break the 999 limit. It was ridiculous. He was truly amazing. But one of them was like just an enemy had an attack called Counter Tentacle, and like the guy that got hit by it just shouted, "Hey, what is this? An unlicensed comic book?"
God.
I just love that line. Just what is this? An unlicensed comic book? And like the Counter Tentacle was the monster using that attack was very offended. He's like, "What do you mean by that?" He's like, nothing wrong. Nothing. You use your tentacles, man.
If memory serves, Adventurers had the joke containing the lightning summon tiger that because it scratched somebody who was absorbed lightning, they got health back, but they pointed out, why don't the claws actually do something?
Yeah, no, like Adventurers literally made every single joke you could possibly make about an RPG before anybody else could, and therefore it's a masterpiece. It's glorious. I wish Mark Shell nothing but the best because
Yeah, whatever
he did
happened
it
to
all before anyone else did. He was the first. A true hero.
I mean, the guy behind RPG World is now working on Steven Universe, or was for a time.
Well, that's pretty cool.
Which-
He's been around a few places, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did he ever finish RPG World? I don't think RPG World ever got finished. It was like literally the final boss, and he just said, "Nah, fuck it, I quit."
A feeling everyone has had at some point.
Yeah,
I'm
pretty
feeling
much.
it right now. Like I have.
You're lucky because I haven't.
There's no way to know how much longer this could go on. Like, it could be a few minutes. It could be like 12 more hours.
Would never
KOS-MOS
ever stop.
is running out of things to destroy, so there has to be.
Wait,
Don't
she's
worry,
literally
it'll all
just-
be fixed by Xenosaga 2.
Yeah,
Right,
no,
it all gets better.
Yeah, they have really, really, really good carpenters and drywall installers, and I guess some of that's
How much
concrete.
drywall do you have in space?
B.
Lots of it,
Guys,
obviously.
come on. You know the answer to this. Alan is forced to clean up everything. That's his
Oh,
lot in
that
life.
counts, yes.
That's what he does.
Alan doesn't deserve that. Like, okay, yes, Alan.
He doesn't
Alan-
deserve that, no.
I think it's like, if I was to put this like in cosmic term, Alan exists because the world needs somebody to like focus all of its hatred on. Only Xenosaga is like in the space future, so technically the universe needs someone to focus all its hatred on. Alan exists to bear the weight of the scorn of the entire universe, and he shoulders that burden without fail. He just says, "No, this is my purpose. I will do it." That's my headcanon. What the fuck is even happening now? It actually busted out a big splashy graphic for like Momo praying
Yeah,
and glowing.
KOS-MOS tried to destroy Momo, and Momo manages to dodge it, apparently.
That's not dodging. Like you don't dodge with your hands folded and your eyes closed.
She lives in a JRPG.
Maybe you
She's
don't.
got a high percentage of dodge ability, or whatever the hell.
Okay, fine. I will accept the fact that her AGI stat is 999. That doesn't. Still though.
Oh, there's an answer. She's not magical girling. She's doing the Hilbert effect. My god,
What?
Yeah.
Wait, so this is canon?
apparently.
It's been canon the whole time. It's the reason that KOS-MOS can talk to cats in 2.
It's how KOS-MOS got her groove back. How am I
Oh god, how KOS-MOS got her groove back. Did
How
she even
KOS-MOS
really
got her
lose
groove
her
cat?
groove? I just sort of assumed that her groove was always there.
She got a groove cat.
Fair warning, I have never seen how Stella got her groove back, and I assume everybody else on this chat feels the same because we are all white males.
Yeah, kinda.
Yeah. Wait, I think I might have saw it on like a Saturday matinee when I was like 12 or something.
Wait, like at the theater? Who
No.
would take a 12-year-old to still have
No,
Stella got her groove back?
Didn't you guys have like in our area it was the WPHL Saturday matinee movie, and it would just be like anything in the universe. It was on TV, is my point.
Just anything they could get their hands on to
Exactly.
fill time.
Like,
But nobody's
exactly.
watching TV. I know that's how my sister saw every horror movie ever. And my sister was always like one for, if somebody was getting murdered in it, she was into it. She's a doctor now.
There has to be a
That
better
says a
way
lot.
to phrase that.
Oh,
Violence
fuck, Yuki's in the
enthusiast.
chat.
So I guess they're setting up like other routes where somehow a frying pan gets stuck on the ceiling.
We will never find these.
like this is what counts for a mystery in this.
That's not a mystery. That's like, no, that's not a mystery. I guess it could be a mystery. It might be a mystery. Shit, is it a mystery now?
What the hell? No.
This is some Sherlock Holmes shit. We gotta like break out the big guns for this one. We're gonna solve the. Okay, so KOS-MOS is a robot, correct? Like,
Correct.
Correct.
100% Android.
she's based off of Mary Magdalene, but she's basically a robot. Yes.
Yeah.
200% gynoid.
Okay, cool. So she's a robot, right?
Yes.
Robots don't get like bacterial viruses; they get computer viruses. Yes.
Yes.
So that means somebody out there in the massive universe with all of its, humans and I guess Genosis mostly. I guess we never encountered. I guess the Xenosaga's universe never encountered other intelligent life. Somebody out there in the universe programmed a virus to make warfighting, Genosis destroying gynoids interpret everybody they saw as a cat. And also
probably the cat ears were probably the primary thing.
Okay, fine. It was grow cat ears and then interpret everybody they saw as a cat.
Guys, I hate
Are you gonna pretend that you can't imagine someone on the internet doing that?
No, I'm not that naive. I've been on the internet for a while.
Guys, I hate to spoil the ending, but
Oh,
there
boy.
is a character in Xenosaga already who would do this exact thing.
Is it the Dark Professor? Because I love that guy. That guy's great.
You're half right.
Is it the Dark Professor's assistant, who just sort of tags along with the Dark Professor and at one point became best friends with Alan? Or was that the Light Professor? I forget. I
Light
get it mixed up.
Professor is the one with an assistant. Dark Professor has the monkey, which is very important.
No, I remember the Dark Professor put his brain in a monkey, and like was a monkey for a while, and then died because his monkey body was not prepared to deal with, I shit you not, the salt air. Oh hey, Cheyenne, and not a cat, so I guess she's cured. Whole plot, or I'm sure you
There
read
wasn't plot to skip.
I didn't know.
I'm just glad
I
something
need
is
to be
happening.
cleaned. I need to be cleaned, and that line right there launched over 16,000 unlicensed comic books. You're
And
welcome.
for the record, he
think that they
says
did
it
that line
like a billion times during the course of the first game.
It's like one of her freaking like end battle quotes.
Exactly, all the time.
I haven't played Xenosaga. I have no idea.
That's for
You
the
hear it so much. Like you
I
can't
read
escape
the-
it.
Felis catus is your taxidermic nomenclature. What the fuck are you even talking about, Miyuki?
He's trying to
Goddamn.
talk like a robot.
KOS-MOS, stop! Stay where you are!
Somebody's gonna lose their legs, damn it.
Just saying, cat is your scientific name. That's all he said.
I feel like,
Fire line between me and cat.
okay, like, to make an analogy, Chrono Trigger got an anime, sort of.
Oh yeah, that the
No,
OTA thing.
Years.
We don't count that.
It had
Years.
Gato in it.
Wow, okay, this 12-year-old with like 2 handguns, holy shit. But anyways,
And also just
He
Shion
does.
for years, video game people all over the globe were like, "Oh man, Chrono Trigger got an anime. I totally want to see this." And then the internet became widely available, and they saw it.
You did at least get Gato actually singing his theme song.
Hey,
Yeah,
he
I
has
suppose
metal
that's
joints.
Beat him up and get 15 silver points. Spoony, I'm terribly sorry. I just want you to know, I'm so fucking sorry. I feel like your presence here is my fault, and I am sorry, man. I'm so fucking sorry.
So, Pete, when are we watching the Xenosaga anime?
There's a Xeno... Oh, fuck, yeah. No, goddamn. I was talking to Ample Maker on Twitter a few weeks ago, and he said he had just tweeted, like, walking through the last FYE in existence, looking at all the anime, and saying, "This is extremely me." And I responded, "Okay, I understand where you're coming from. I get you. But I know for a fact you did not look at Xenosaga the animation and say, this is extremely me. You're fucking lying." I don't think anybody.
Did anyone ever see the actual physical Xenosaga the animation box?
I
Because
did.
Nope.
I did at
You
Best
did see
Buy.
it?
Yes, I saw it.
Like, did it look like were they trying for any sort of visual motif, or was it like just shoved in a random concrete and said Xenosaga?
It had like all the main characters, I assume, because I haven't played Xenosaga, on the front. But this is like, you know, like half remembered memories from a Best Buy 8 years ago.
Because
Not,
I mean,
not even 8 years
it would
ago,
just
10
be
years ago.
amazing if they like built the box like a little Zohar on the shelf.
That would've been
Gold
fun,
jacket
but also-
jacket, yeah.
But it was just one of those, you know, generic,
Yeah.
all the characters in action pose or like box cover pose, not action pose.
That's pretty much what I.
Yeah, I'm looking at like key art that looks like it would have been on a box, and it's just kind of boring.
Yeah, you know, typical anime box style.
Oh man, Goggle Bob, are you gonna critique all of the like character image songs?
Oh, good God, no! I'm just impressed that apparently the frying pan mystery has been answered.
Okay.
We've learned too
Momo's
much.
frying pan.
I do like that, like the static has been animated because it reminds me of like the screenshots you took of Yudo.
Oh, yes.
So like,
Udo.
currently, I can only assume that KOS-MOS is literally talking to God, and God wants her to talk to cats.
So, no, apparently God wants her to not talk to cats because now she's going to be better. Like, it looks like the resolution to this story is Momo hitting KOS-MOS with a frying pan.
I love that.
Because, yeah.
Like all good stories.
All right then, yes, that's how all good stories end.
As you do.
It's how
That's how
Moby
Citizen
Dick
Kane
ended,
ended,
right?
I'm pretty sure.
I love how like there are pieces of Xenosaga spin-off media obscure enough that Wikipedia is not certain that when they came out or if they actually exist.
Completely well, the whole Ziggy side story. Nobody seems to have accurate release dates on that. I really tried to look and found no one.
Oh, that smiling face is really upsetting.
Cell phone game, not like, you know, in the post-2007 world when we all had smartphones. Well, I guess, let's go with 2010. That's more reasonable. We all had smartphones date. But,
Congratulations!
you won. If you were releasing a cell phone game, like, in the era of flip phones, you wouldn't, like, mark the date you released that. You would just be like, oh yeah, I put it out last week. Whatever, who cares?
Japan was into flip phone games way faster than America was.
Yeah, I know, but like Japan's Japan, so who gives a shit?
Wow, harsh.
Yeah.
Oh my god, there's a quiz.
Yeah,
Quiz show time.
I am totally queuing up like game facts or something because I totally.
Oh no,
guessed
it's
when that first
time!
Time down, you don't have time,
And
man.
okay,
You got it
wait.
right! Holy shit, you're a winner!
I think we got that from the adjustment tag like 1,000 times.
Okay. I don't yeah, the adjustment tag.
Correct.
Tag loves you and wants
I
you to
am
be happy.
straight up just holding that while I look up a fact or something because I do not want to like miss out on whatever the
I will
hell's
look up
happening
game
here.
facts right now. Game facts,
Dashing over here.
comma, Xenosaga, freaks, comma. Fuck you, it's all cats forever. The top Google search was the result for Namco X Capcom 2. I am certain this will help us.
There's no Namco X Capcom 2.
Wait, was it not? I gotta get back now. Oh wait, no, it's just Namco X Capcom. PS2, that's where I got mixed up.
That makes more sense.
Very good.
That has Klonoa in it. Let's talk about Klonoa instead.
Ooh,
Let's not talk about Klonoa.
Klonoa's great, shut up.
Klonoa is lame. You shut up.
Get out.
Get out. We aren't friends anymore, motherfucker.
Friend Vorse, you don't like Klonoa, you're out.
Man, like, how many times have we, like, abruptly ended our friendship, fanboy? Like, because, like,
I
we've known
feel
each
like
other
the one with the most finality was probably like Metropolis Zone.
Oh, yeah, Sonic Classic Heroes. That was a trip. That was a glorious experience. I'm very glad that's a part of our show.
I don't think you've ever sounded angrier on a stream.
No! We aren't friends anymore, motherfucker! Oh, man. Yuki says bad rats will tear us apart again.
Like there would have to be a third Bad Rats, and that probably won't be for another 5 years.
Oh, at least 7. They took 7 years to put out the sequel, which is weird because, you know, it was basically a guaranteed smash hit. Not because it would be good, but because of assholes like me who would buy 50 copies and send them to everybody.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, Goggle Bob, SpoonyBard, what is your... I feel like I should be your Steam friend. Why aren't we Steam friends?
Oh, sweet Jesus.
Because I don't play on Steam at all.
Really?
Oh, you're saved.
I got it last year. I first started Steam because of Undertale and Melty Blood, I think. And
man.
I literally have not played either game despite having purchased them. And I know that if I get more into Steam, then I'm only going to buy more games that I'm
You will
not
accumulate games you won't play.
playing. Right, and already the games that I want to play, I haven't played. So I don't even know what to do. Okay,
Steam
so
exists.
I think I
Steam
found a
exists
fact here. So I'm gonna
entirely
try and move this.
for you to accumulate masses of games that you don't want
Alright,
or need. And that's also why Indie Gala exists. Only Indie Gala is wonderful because it has no idea what quality control is.
Man, I was talking to
How
Cali
is it
Scrub
different from
a few days ago, and he was just like, "Man, your Bitcoin is rising in value," and I'm like, "Yeah, you should spend it on like awful porn game bundles on Indie Gala."
Oh my god, yeah, they currently have one of those porn bundles, don't they?
Weak, I don't know if it's still there.
It's kind of amazing that Indie Gala does like, straight up pornography, like not even like trying to disguise it bundles, but
There's
like at the
something
same
that's
time,
slightly
it's
more
really not.
comforting about not pretending anymore.
Oh, I guess you're it's DNA addiction. Okay, fine, it's D&E addiction, whatever.
Okay then.
Yeah, DNA would actually make more sense, I feel.
You got one wrong. Incorrect.
I
Incorrect.
got it totally wrong.
Incorrect. You have failed us all.
Okay, we gotta replay this whole section.
Yeah,
No, we don't, apparently.
Reload the save state. We are not going anywhere.
Don't worry, we apparently get to get do-overs in this. Probably because
God, can you imagine the terrifying hell future where we'll need to have emulators to play Renpai games?
Oh. Also, one of Indie Gala's current bundles is just Dark Souls 3 by itself. That's not what a bundle is.
That really is not a bundle. Does it have DLC or something in it, or is it just Dark Souls 3?
Just Dark Souls 3.
Okay, well, to be fair, it's probably the best game Indie Gala has ever sold, ever.
Possible, but at the same time, still not a bundle.
You're bundling it with, Shut up. I love Indie Gala because I'll buy a bundle for $2 just because one of the things on the list seemed like something that would make me go haha, lol, and get
It's always awful.
get 10 garbage games for literally $0, and I'll still feel like I paid too much. It's extremely important. Oh hey, we're already at the credits.
Yeah, so
actually
Finally.
I that's it. That's apparently
the shot
the
of
entire game.
the shot of Ziggy having a rather unpleasant encounter with KOS-MOS just sort of straddling him, very uncomfortable, but at the same time perfect. Nothing bad to say about it. It is flawless.
So what just happened in this whole scenario anyway?
So KOS-MOS didn't do anything for 20 minutes. She didn't leave her room. And then she decided...
Well, she checked the tab.
Right, she checked the tab. After doing that, she took a nap and woke up with cat ears and thought nothing of the fact that everyone she was speaking to was now speaking in cat. Except Chaos, because Chaos can speak cat, as is his wand.
Yeah,
So
like you do.
then KOS-MOS basically destroyed everything, and upon doing that, got hit by a frying pan that was wielded by Momo. And then KOS-MOS was okay.
We must acknowledge that Momo is also a robot, but she was not affected by cat virus.
She is a Realian, thank you.
Different kind.
Whatever, same
Their
thing.
robots are different. No,
Well,
now
she
see,
wasn't
okay.
affected in this scenario.
here's the thing that I can reveal, since apparently it doesn't get revealed in the game. I guess probably part of Alan's thing, because Alan is obviously the linchpin of this entire situation.
Alan's the linchpin of the entire universe.
Well, yes, this is accurate. Alan apparently was conscripted by Professor and Assistant Scott. Assistant Scott lured him away from the KOS-MOS team, from the Brews, and got him to basically help hack KOS-MOS. So KOS-MOS got those cat ears because Alan hacked into her on behalf of Professor. And then KOS-MOS kind of went a little bit crazy, and apparently this was all so that Professor could do that. That makes perfect sense, correct?
Sure.
That's
Given
that's
what
just
little I
everything
know
about
about
what
the
you just said
professor-
slid off my brain.
He is exactly the sort of person that would see a sexy war robot. I can't believe that's a word I'm saying. Sexy war robot walking around like in her stripper outfit, and go, yes. But what she really needs is cat ears.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly. And as a result of this, KOS-MOS can talk to cats in future Xenosaga games. So again, it is canon.
Would cats really even have anything to say? Like
Turns out they do, because you can talk to them.
Exactly.
I'm just saying, like it seems like one of those. Okay, like there was this episode of Dexter's Lab way back in the day. I remember this from like 14, where like he made it so that his dog could talk, and he was like all excited because he could finally find out what his dog had to say. And it turns out his dog had to say, "Oh my God, that's a thing," and would just bark at it for 4 hours, not knowing what it was because it was a thing. And like at night when they're all barking at each other over the night, it's literally just, "Hey, I'm a dog. You guys are dogs too. I'm a dog. I'm a dog. I'm a dog." So like I just can't imagine cats being that much more sophisticated than dogs. I mean, I know cat owners will tell you otherwise, but you know, fuck those guys. Who cares?
I'm busy telling you otherwise right now.
If cats were so smart, why would KOS-MOS want to shoot off their legs? I mean, that's obviously a question there.
Yeah,
Listen,
exactly.
Don't pay attention to what KOS-MOS thinks. KOS-MOS isn't very smart either.
KOS-MOS
She's
is
got,
a
like-
crazy robot.
She's got like a super robot brain. Bet she can calculate pi to like 1,000,000 billion digits or some shit.
Is that what smart is to you?
I don't know. I'm not smart, so I've never had to worry about it.
Pi determines intelligence. We all know this.
Yes, we all know this.
Okay, so that was
was the
apparently
thing.
what happened. So
That was
I
the thing.
regret everything.
I don't
understand.
regret anything because I literally just bullshitted around and didn't even really pay attention to the stream the entire time.
I was in charge of it and I didn't really pay attention to it, so I don't blame you for that.
Good job!
You
So,
saw
like,
that
some-
quiz at the end. It was just questions I knew the answers to for some reason.
Well, you did spend an inordinate amount of your life on cataloging everything that occurs in these games.
Yes, and I feel like I can like safely put the project to rest, being said that I had something to do with Xenocomi here. Xenosaga.
Well, no, now you got to dig up the cell phone game and play that somehow.
I would actually really like to do that because it looks cute, in a matter of speaking. Like
Honestly, the cell phone game looked not bad. Like, you know,
Yeah.
of diversion.
it looked
It
like
wouldn't hold up.
like a 16-bit Ziggy-based game. That actually sounds like something I'd want to play.
Yeah, like, you know, Ziggy's like arguably the best character.
Right,
And,
and at no
yeah.
point does he turn into a cat, so that's very important to the gameplay experience.
I
There
know
were
of.
better.
I envision Ziggy as just like over this entire bullshit. Like everything just sort of happens around Ziggy, and Ziggy just sighs and goes, "Okay, now I gotta deal with this."
You'll even notice, like, on the screen here, it looks like he's trying to sneak away off to the side
Yeah,
there.
everybody else is like, you know, doing like typical like cover art smile thing, and he's just like, "Great, can I go?
Yeah,
Like,
it's
do
like,
you
okay,
absolutely need
I
me
was
here?"
told I had to be here.
Well, he's 130 years old. He's literally too old for this shit.
No, I think Ziggy was one of those guys who was born too old for this shit. Like even as a baby, he knew that all this shit was bullshit and that he didn't want any part of it.
In the cell phone game, apparently he's exactly the same, which means that in 100 years he just got slightly angrier at everybody.
I don't really even interpret it as anger. It's much more like just, this shit again. All right, time to like go hang out with like that godlike dude and that kid that's really 60, and that one lady that built the robot that like hates everything but then loves everything. And oh, Momo's here. Momo's all right, I guess. You know, whatever. This is cool. That's how I envision Ziggy.
And he hangs out with Momo's mom quite a bit for some reason. I don't know
Oh.
what's going on there.
Why not? I mean, she's there. Who cares?
Right,
I assume that he hangs out with Momo's mom because somebody has to like make parental decisions regarding Momo, and Momo's mom clearly isn't up to the task.
No, she just like sits back and smokes. Is like, sure.
Yeah, like I could see Ziggy going to the PTA meeting and like the teacher going like, so are you Momo's dad? And he goes, no, but I'm here. So how's she doing in class? I'm worried about this. I actually care.
kind of
Yeah,
now
sounds about right.
picturing Ziggy at the PTA meeting, and like other parents are asking him to make baked goods, and he's gently trying to explain to them that he no longer has a tongue thanks to the whole cyborg thing. And maybe this isn't really my place, but they're really pushy about it.
They're pushy about it, but like he's just got he tries to explain like once that actually his voice is the result of a speaker lodged in his esophagus.
Right.
But like eventually he just sort of gives up and it's like, yeah, sure, I can do like snickerdoodles, whatever.
Yeah. The next week he shows up with like Hydrox from the supermarket. It's like, well, what did you expect?
I imagine Ziggy as being vaguely analogous to Android 16, not 18, from Dragon Ball Z. Whereas in that he would be like basically a Buddhist cyborg who could write like 10 books on philosophy and then one cookbook, which is just pictures of batteries. Like the entire thing is pictures of batteries.
Did that happen in Dragon Ball? Because that would be amazing.
No, that's just my personal interpretation of the character.
Pictures of batteries, cell phone chargers.
Yeah, exactly.
Oil. E-tanks on one page.
Like I'm sure somebody's already drawn this, but somebody draw like KOS-MOS just like at the airport sitting in like one of those like bench chairs where it's like, they're all chairs, but it's really a fucking bench. Just like with like one hand on her chin, just like sort of like with a really bored look on her face with like her head plugged into like a micro USB going into like the one plug that was free on the charging station, like that everybody has to share at the airport. This is extremely important to me. I absolutely need this.
Do not let me die. God. Alright, so I think we can call this a night, unless anybody really wants to try, like, some other horrible part of this. I didn't think so.
I have unlimited stamina in regards to these things, but that's because I'm drunk and no longer give a shit.
See, there you go.
No, I'd say we can call this a night.
Because honestly, as of my understanding, the other stories are just the exact same stuff, just from the other perspective of characters. So
we can all learn about cats.
Exactly.
Oh.
The secret origins of Momo's frying pan.
I
think there's like a part where
origins of Momo's frying pan. I mean, she probably just got it from the drawer underneath the sink. It's fine.
It got stuck in the ceiling. How did it get stuck in the ceiling? It is a mystery.
It bounced off of
the
titanium skull, probably. Whatever. Who cares?
Oh, also you get Ziggy being clawed to death from KOS-MOS from Ziggy's perspective.
Oh,
yeah, I think there's like a very brief flashback, to Voyager, like for an instant. Like this is before Episode 2 came out, but it was like a first.
Terrifying. Like you could write a fucking horror story about this. Just the guy, like, he wakes up and there's this crazy robot lady on top of him, just like being like, I have to scratch you to death. And he's like, yeah, but you don't have claws. And she's like, I'll find a way. And he's like, oh, fuck.
I'll find a way. My God.
Like, I'm looking at his face right now and I see why he wants to leave. Like, I don't blame him. I'm on board. Ziggy, do what you must. You are doing the right thing.
Literally, the first thing Ziggy says in Xenosaga Episode 1 on his own behalf is that he wishes for death. So, consider that.
Oh god, there's gonna be 3 of these games. No thanks.
Yeah, it's like, I don't know how long.
Never died.
Yeah.
Yeah, the only thing keeping him going in Episode 3 is just pure revenge. There's a guy in the universe that he wants to punch, and he knows these guys keep running into that guy. So that's how that works.
That's why he's there.
God. But yes, no, I want to thank everybody for participating tonight. And I don't know, like, do I send like a gift basket to you guys or something?
Yes.
$500.
Fine.
That's my typical appearance fee.
I will be collecting everyone's addresses later so that way gift boxes can be distributed.
You don't need to do that, just
except for
PayPal.
Pete, who will receive a cat in the mail.
Oh, goddamn you! I'm allergic. I just said that.
Meow.
You said that like an hour and a half ago.
Whatever. It's time is like,
You will learn
relative.
that cats are so much more smart than dogs or robots or something.
We all know dogs are stupid. I argue that cats are also stupid. Nobody else is talking about this. I'm Michael Peripherio now, talking about like liquid Playboys and shit.
Wow.
Nobody wants this. Nobody's talking about this. Yes. All right. Well, Goggle Bob, this has been a lot of fun. I enjoyed it a great deal.
Yeah.
Please never do this again.
Not a problem. I hope everyone has enjoyed this crazy nonsense.
I certainly did.
You're fine.
Have a good night, everybody.
Later.
See you later.
Good night.
So I assume you just stopped the stream?